How are we doing, everybody? Today we got another banger of a game, TFT for you guys. Today we're going to be playing 8 Techie. It's not exactly Techie reroll because we don't have to do a whole lot of rerolling, but we are going to get those 3-star Seraphine and Vigors. And there's a little interesting altercation between a couple of the party members this game. There was a little bit of bullying involved. I have a 0 tolerance for bullying, so we're going to have to put that kid in his place this game. Last video guide I did, I was more focusing on the full Techie reroll guide where you get 6 3-star champions, or at least aim for that. But we're taking the opposite approach today, where we're kind of playing a tempo Techie game. Honestly, we kind of just high roll the Seraphine and Vigor naturally. We don't have to roll too much for them. And I also pick the 2 champion duplicator silver augment to help me out with it. But besides that, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time rerolling. We're just going to hit our backline units 3-starred real quick, and then we're just going to push levels and try to get to 8 Techie. So I already started off with 4 Seraphines this game, and I love Seraphine 3. So as soon as I saw those champion duplicators for the augment, it was an insta-click for me. I already know what I have to do this game. Just get my 3-star Seraphine and tempo. I don't like Nashers a whole lot on Seraphine, but I'm a big advocate for slamming items. I could put it on Vigor later, so we're all good. Gonna switch out a few units to keep playing our strongest board each round. But we're also going on a loss streak, so I don't care too much about strongest board. I care more about my economy right now. So I may not be playing strongest board the entire early game.
The city's future is riding on Animal Squad's shoulders.
Yeah, so right here, I think that Street Demon setup may have actually been a little bit stronger, but I wanted to make 20 gold here, and I'm already on a loss streak, so I decided to just sell the units. Hold on to the more sustainable ones. The ones that are going to fit my comp better in the future. Yeah, as you can see, we're naturing a lot of Vigars already. And Seraphines. Kind of a free game. Just have to know your spot and know when to play Techie. This is not my endgame board that I'm putting in my planner right now. This is actually only my second game playing at 8 Techie, so I don't know all the ins and outs and optimizations. But I think I figure it out later. We do want Shojin on Seraphine and blue buff on Vigor, so don't want to slam this tier just yet. Item grab bag is pretty much an insta-click for me because I'm playing with multiple carries and I don't have any tank items yet. So I need to get these guys fully itemized. Easy choice right there. Allows me to get a 3-item Vigor and a Sunfire. I think that was an excellent augment for me. Yeah, Seraphine really is the star of this show. Viger does a lot, but Seraphine's the star of the show, and these items just work better on Vigar right now because he'll be able to proc the Ashers faster because he has a blue buff and he has to auto like once to get that going. Whereas Seraphine would have to do 5 autos before she procs her Nashers, so she's just gonna work a lot slower. If I had a Shojin right now instead of a blue buff, I would have kept the items on Seraphine. I don't even know if I wanted that spatula. I think I was just threatening that guy, so he was forced to take it in case he didn't want it to. Since he thought I wanted it, he was kind of just getting it to deny me, but I didn't even want it in the first place. I had to use a little trickery right there. We're just hitting a ton of these units for free. Ziggs could have helped, but he doesn't really fit on our board for a couple levels at least, if ever. We're on an 8-loss streak, but our health isn't even that bad for an 8-loss streak. Pretty bad for this point in the game, but not for an 8-loss streak. Making a ton of money off of the loss streak, so really not that bad. The Vigar 3 is available in my shop, but I recognize I'm on an 8-loss streak. There's only 1 round until neutrals, so I just decide to wait until the round starts to upgrade my Vigar, so I don't win this and ruin my streak. With this guy's board, I probably could have upgraded the Vigar and still lost, honestly, but I didn't want to risk it. We could also pop those champion duplicators on Seraphine right now to finish her, but we have a pair of Mordekaisers and a pair of Shyvanas, so I figure the best way to approach it is to just roll a little bit. Get 2 copies of either Seraphine or the other 2, just like that. And now we are free to use the Nikos to get a free upgrade on Shyvana and Mordekaiser. So we didn't even need them to use them as intentionally on the units we wanted, but we're still able to use them plenty efficiently. My items right here, I'm a big believer in slamming items and not waiting for perfect items. However, with this team comp, I really do believe that Seraphine needs best in slot items since she's a 1 cost in order to perform. So I really think she needs Jeweled Gauntlet, Guard Breaker, and Shojin. Exactly. Maybe like a Monozane. No, not even a Monozane. Like those 3 items specifically. So that's why I'm not slamming the Warmogs right now. I really want to wait for Guard Breaker. I don't want to risk not having it. Right here, Share the Spotlight actually seems okay because it gives me mono regen and damage amp. It seems okay. Coronation is obviously good. Having an extra unit's always good. I'd be able to get 8 Techie in a lot sooner. Blinding Speed is pretty bad. Obviously, it's gonna skip that. Decide not to go Spotlight. Other 2 look bad. And then I see Axiom Arc. And I forgot this augment was even a thing. It's Black Market. They brought it back this set. And it just works way too well with the units I have. These guys are just going to get resets on top of resets. Every time a unit gets a kill, they get 15 mana. That's what the augment does. Yeah, it feels really bad having 4 items, not slamming anything, but really nothing slammable right now. And my board isn't weak, so not too worried about it.
That's how Anima Squad gets it done.
Trying to decide whether it's worth it to have in Cyber Boss or Vanguard, because all of my tank items are on Silas right now. But then I realize Vigar only gets AoE on his ability if he has Cyber Boss in. So he really, really underperforms if you don't have at least 2 Cyber Boss in. This guy did a very good job of spreading his units around, so it made all of my AoE abilities pretty inefficient. He won that fight due to positioning. Good on him. Pick up my guard breaker. Happy about that slam. You know, I didn't think I don't maybe I didn't realize the Techie thing. I mean the Cyber Boss thing until later. Is that 6 Techie is better for right now? Yes. Fix that soon. Yeah. I don't think I realized Vigar got his AoE from Cyber Boss until like a couple rounds after this. Yeah, this guy is starting to talk trash in the chat because somebody stole his executioner units. Everybody just wants to play Rengar. Like, if you're gonna force Rengar in this meta, this is the last day of patch 14.1b, by the way. So, still a heavily Rengar meta, executioner meta, and everybody just wants to contest it. So, if you're gonna do that, don't cry about it if somebody's contesting you. Yeah? You don't just get the team because you call it in the beginning. So, yeah. He's starting to whine about it and he starts bullying the other kid in the lobby about it. Just does not sit right with me. Look at that. Seraphine doing 1600 damage with 1 ult. Got lucky with the Shojin right there. I could finally finish that warm-up. Yeah, we got pretty lucky with our items this game too. We were able to get best in slot items for Seraphine and Vigar. Pretty decent frontline items too. Actually very good frontline items. So right now we're at 6 Techie. Next level, we're gonna go for that Ziggs. Give us an extra Cyber Boss and a Strategist. Help our Nico frontline a little bit. Then I think when we push to 10, we're gonna go with 8 Techie instead. the Ziggs. Or maybe instead of the Poppy. I think I take out the Poppy. Yeah, he's getting real impatient. Starting to bust out the pings. Starting to talk trash. Other guys giving it back to him. I take out freaking... Oh no, there's Cyber Boss. Okay, we're good. I say there's no way I took out Cyber Boss again. Wow, that Kobako fucked my shit up right there. Didn't even notice that. Oh my god. Still beat him. And the enemy Kobako got a nasty ult off. Basically just got a bunch of money. Never gonna use those champions in this team. Getting real annoying with the pings over here. This is the other guy that's contesting him and stealing his Rangars. Sadly, the guy that was getting bullied doesn't do very well this game. That's how the world works, right? Axiom Arc coming in clutch, helping Vigar spam his abilities so he could clean up. Good thing this isn't 14.1, the original patch, because everybody would have been all over that strategist emblem. It helps me out a lot right here. Guys, still with the pings. Rise spell, not much going on. Just real positioning tip real quick. You always have Vigar in the middle. So his AoE is efficient and he's not just hitting one person on the edge. Seraphine you always have in this corner because she always ends up hitting backline unit either in the opposite corner or directly across from her. Or in the center. But if she hits the center, then she usually ends up hitting a lot of the the frontline unit. Just most efficient hex to keep her in. Should have just muted this guy. I forget when you mute somebody, you mute their pings too. You have to mute anybody in this game mode. Right here, I'm already thinking about Viego items, because he's going to be my final carry. So instead of getting like a tank item for Kobuko, which would make sense right here, because I already have him itemized, I'm just thinking about my Viego items in the future. He's going to be doing a lot of damage already, so I want him to have a little bit of sustain since he's going to be in the front line. So I decided to go with Hand of Justice over Jeweled Gauntlet. Give this asshole a little ping back. Executioner board got wiped. Find that Viego in the last second, luckily. Fell off the Ziggs because he's not as important. Not as good as Kobuko 2. The strategist was nice since Nico is my only frontliner, or my main frontliner. Not as good as having 8 Techie in, or Kobuko. That's what I'm saying. Seraphine's the real star of the show. They seem like Viger's doing a lot, but I think she's consistently doing more damage. That move is debatable right there. Kobuko's leveled up, Viego's not, but I do have 8 Techie, so... Not exactly sure if I should have moved the items before I upgraded Viego. I think it's okay. A quick little scout right there to make sure I didn't have to deny any emblems. Just trying to finish out Viego items. Up against the Bully again, with his dumbass executioner board. He's actually level 9, and he hit all of his 3 stars, and he has Abyss on Rengar, so... That's how you know Techie's not that bad. I do a little shit-talking myself right here to get back at him. I spelled board wrong. The executioner board got rolled. Lucky little Viego 2 right there. Yeah, even this guy's 230 stack Nitro Exotech board. It's super meta S tier right now. Just light freaking work to my techies. It does not even look close. This is like the most meta board right now. Guard Breaker is going to be my final Viego item. Give him a little damage amp on top of all the AP he already has. And I'd rather have the Strategist emblem on Kobuko anyways, because I'd rather have the durability for the front line. Absolutely no problem again. Make sure to remind this guy he's a bully real quick, and we don't stand for that shit around here. Put him in his place, give him a nice little second place. That's GG. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. Have a good day.